Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's something you don't hear very often. Match 6 in a best-of-5 series between Seth DeLay and Anthony Henry. Andrew Pendelton, match 5, went to the time limit draw. There was no winner. This match, a rubber match, if you will, has been ordered. The final bout tonight, no time limit.
I know, and as you said, the 6th match in a best-of-5 series, obviously the mathematic competency of Cornelia George is rubbed off on Franklin Dove, because apparently they think there are 6 matches in a best-of-5 series.
Well, if match 5 goes to a draw and there's no decisive winner, what are you going to do? End the series tied 2-2?
Well, no, but then it's no longer a best-of-5 series, is it?
Yes, well, it's still 3 out of 5 matches.
Oh, no, keep explaining. This is fantastic. You're going to go back and listen to this, and you're not going to realize how dumb you sound. It's fantastic. I can't wait. I mean, the people at home are probably too stupid to realize that you're stupid, but I know you're stupid, and you're making a jerk of yourself all over national television. Keep telling me how 6 matches in a best-of-5. Keep going. Regale me of this tale of mathematics.
In match
Let me ask you this. What community college did you go to? I'm sorry, where did you get your GED? Let's talk about that.
GED.
Was it online?
No. I went to classes.
Do you know what GED stands for? Good enough diploma. Good enough. And again, that's why you work in Cornelia, Georgia, and that's why you make about 10% of what I make.
You work in Cornelia, Georgia, too.
I do this from home. I'm phoning it in.
I've thought that once or twice sitting here.
Wait a minute. Shut up.
Anyway, ladies
and you bested me at my own game, sir. Congratulations. That's the first time it's happened. Let's go ahead and mark that one up. Let's see, Drew, 1,762, and then we got one for Wolverton. Good job. You know, I'll make you a deal. You just sit here and be quiet for the rest of this match, and when it gets over, I'll buy you a Snickers bar. How does that sound?
Well, I'm not going anywhere for a while.
And you're talking again. You're not a listener. Oh gosh. I know you're hungry. I mean, it has been. How long have we been on the air now?
We're coming close to the top of the hour.
Exactly. And you haven't eaten since the top of the hour, so you're obviously hungry. And some interesting monkey flip scenarios here in a test of strength. And Superman is flying. Look at that.
Beautiful roll-up. Reversal by Seth DeLay. Gets the cover. Sweeps the legs out from under Anthony Henry. Goes for the cover. Tilt-a-whirl, but into the head scissor.
Hey, Deli turned it over into a modified arm drag with that right arm into some sort of lucha maneuver. I don't think he got around on the head. I could be wrong. I'm at a weird angle, but yeah, I'll tell you what. As much as I hate Seth DeLay, and as much as the crowd hates Seth DeLay, and as much as nobody really likes Seth DeLay, and as stupid as he dresses, and as dumb as his haircut is, and his stupid shirt, and his goofy outfit, and his taped-up shoulder, and
hold the phone. Do you have anything good to say about Seth DeLay?
No. What are you talking about?
You just said, despite all this, I thought you were going somewhere with that.
Oh, yeah. Let me keep going. His stupid smile and his stupid pair of brass knuckles and his goofy walk and his ugly dance. And I could just go, wait, do you have a point here? Well, then why do you keep running your mouth if you don't have a point? I'll go ahead and finish the thought. No matter how goofy and stupid Seth DeLay is, he is one heck of a competitor. He's got fight, he's got heart, he's got spirit. He doesn't have the talent that Anthony Henry does. He doesn't have that skill set. But you know what? He brings it every time he gets in that ring, and you got to respect him for it, even though we hate him.
Well, the count up in the corner is up to 8 and 9, and a big double sledge for number 10.
I think they call that the Polish hammer. And
I didn't know Seth DeLay was Polish.
Exactly, but it's fitting for you to call it the Polish hammer because that's your people.
I think there was a stupid joke there, but I don't get it.
Oh, exactly. It's okay. Take your time. It's a water joke. You got to wait for it to soak in. You know what we're going to do? We're going to put up a backboard behind your head. I'm going to bounce the thoughts off it, and then it's going to fall right in there.
Right.
You know what? I heard about the time you stole that kid's bike, and they caught you running with it under your arm. I mean, you talk about stupid, and I'm not saying that Wolverton is stupid, but I saw somebody strangling with a cordless phone, and I mean, you talk about a funny guy. I mean, Wolverton over here, not counting to 10, he's a special fella. We got him a helmet, we give the kid some ice cream bars, he says, yay, yay, yay. You know, give him a coloring book, and he has fun for hours. God bless him, the little tyke. I'm sure there's some sort of Make-A-Wish program is why he's here. And, they gotta help those people because they can't get normal jobs. So they put somebody as great as me with him to cover all of his deficiencies and his inabilities.
You're half right. My wish came true, but I got stuck with you as a partner. Axe handle by Seth DeLay on Anthony Henry, out on the floor.
Nobody gets stuck with Andrew Pendelton III.
I've heard a couple tag team partners of yours might say otherwise. Seth DeLay has the trash can, and now he's going after, the one he
Wolverton, where did you get your plate?
It's too small to be one of my plates.
No, you can fit. That's an appetizer plate.
It does look familiar.
Yeah. I mean, we used to slop a trough for you, but we're giving you a little bit more respect nowadays. Oh, my God! That shot rang through the building.
Dee Byers would have been well within his rights to disqualify Anthony Henry, but he knows everything that's gone on to make this a 6th match in the best of 5. He does not want to see another undecisive finish. We want to see this series
end. And to be honest with you, I think it's very clear that he had it coming. I think it's very clear that Seth DeLay had it coming. He brought a weapon to the ring. Anthony Henry was simply defending himself. Just like if you show up at my mansion unannounced, I may put some lead in you. Hey, what are you doing next Saturday? How about a picnic?
I'm going to be out
over at the house. I got a pool. You can take a look at the Ferrari. Just come right on my property unannounced. It'll be great.
You don't live in Florida, do you?
Are you afraid of dogs, Wolverton?
No.
Not hot dogs. Woof woof dogs. Not can I stick 65 in my mouth like Joey Chestnut dogs. Wolverton, maybe one day eating will be an Olympic sport, but until then, substandard performance is not. So just focus on what's going on in the ring here.
Submission hold applied by Anthony Henry.
And that's like the version of the human rack, torture rack, not the Lex Luger version of the torture rack, but a modified stretching the body.
This could be a traditional electric chair drop, but no,
Whoa. They were playing chicken, but don't try to eat them, Wolverton. Don't try to eat them. And that's a brain buster. It could all be over here. Anthony Henry looks rattled.
Kick out at 2, says referee Dee Byers.
Neither man wants to budge. It's as Wolverton said, it's the 6th match in the best of 5 series, which makes total sense. And neither man wants to budge. There's a lot on the line here. These guys have beaten each other. They have beaten each other for hours and hours through 5 matches, and this match has no time limit. This match should go on for 30 or 45 minutes.
That's right. We may go off the air with this contest this week. But imagine, just think of the determination and Seth DeLay to keep this series going. He injured his shoulder in the very first match in this series and has wrestled 5 matches now into the 6th match with an injured shoulder.
Oh, boo-hoo, he injured his shoulder. He's a professional wrestler. One time I wrestled without a right leg. You know what? It got broken off, put it back together with a hot glue gun and a stapler. I got back in there and I finished the match. And he hurt his shoulder. Did he wait 10 seconds or did he go straight to the emergency room?
You won that match with the figure 2 leg lock, didn't you?
Wolverton, you're an idiot.
I learned from the best.
I know, but where's your father?
If I'm lucky, he's at home not watching this week.
I hope not.
Could be a slingshot attempt by Seth DeLay. Launches Anthony Henry. He may have hit that ring post.
Well, you still live there in his basement, right? He's probably getting the circus clown so he can bring home the groceries. Distract you a little bit, you know? The clown that sits in the barrel, at the rodeos. God bless him. That's tough.
I know somebody that'll do that on the weekends. Goes out with a friend of mine.
Oh, nice.
Fireman's carry by Seth DeLay. Drops the knees into the stomach of Anthony Henry. That'll shift your innards. Pile driver.
That's one way to put it. Now he shoved him right back in with the pile driver.
Just swallowed his spleen.
His foot's on the rope.
Foot's on the rope, but I didn't see it, but I'd have to imagine Miss Rachael standing there had a hand and getting
Does anybody pay you to imagine, Wolverton? You're the play-by-play guy. Your job is to tell me what's happening and let me critique it because It's not that hard. You say, he's choking him with the shirt. He's choking him with the shirt. It's that simple. Then I tell you what it means.
Well, now he's twisting his ankle.
There you go. You know what? Can I get some Wolverton treats up here? You know, I gotta reward good behavior. And as we've seen in these matches, there's a lot of submission maneuvers here. Oh, Seth DeLay is out cold. He's out cold. He's putting him to sleep.
Well, Anthony Henry calls himself the 5-star king, but Seth DeLay going to roll him up into the sunset flip. Kick out at 2. Again, Seth DeLay goes to the ankle of Anthony Henry.
And again, obviously Anthony Henry, the superior technical wrestler, he's actually at an advantage now because he can actually counteract this maneuver. He just has to find a way. And look at this. What an impressive way to get out of that ankle lock submission.
Roll up by Anthony Henry, 1-2. Kicks out, gonna go for the submission.
And he's
almost, looks to me like the rings of Saturn.
Yeah, it looks like the rings of Saturn. I was about to say that.
I know we haven't seen it in a long time.
I think you were thinking Milky Way because you're hungry, but it looks like the rings of Saturn to me. Look at that, he's stretching those shoulders. Look at those shoulder blades.
Well, the rings of Saturn could have meant the payday for Seth DeLay.
Payday again with the candy bar references. Come on, buddy. You ate 15 minutes ago. Do you really need a candy bar?
Death Valley driver by Henry sitting on the chest, hooks the leg. Kick out at 2.
What you call that move? Another candy bar reference, kid.
I'd call it
Did you hear the crunch? Am I making you hungry? It's funny, but don't snicker.
I won't, and I know I'm not getting $100,000 to be here this week.
I am.
Trade you for a Butterfinger. Frog Splash misses by Henry. I think I just got diabetes from the last 2 minutes of our conversation.
Oh, you had diabetes long before that.
You know, I don't know if I have diabetes. My doctor says I just look like somebody that would.
That's because he looked at the guy next to you and realized it was the same person. I kid you because I love you. There's places for people, you know, we always have places for guys like you. Somebody needs to pump gas. And they're just slapping each other. Oh, and some stiff forearms to the side of the head. Both men staggering, just trading shots.
They're firing back and forth, back and forth. Seth DeLay hits the ropes, comes in. Cross body sends both men over the top and out to the floor. I think Seth DeLay may have got his arm caught in the top rope. The arm was already injured to begin with.
Let me ask you this. Did you see the waist on Miss Rachael?
Well, I just saw Miss Rachael take a kick at Seth DeLay.
Look how small her waist is. That can't be healthy.
She's trying to get the trash can lid stopped by Seth DeLay.
Don't you dare hit that beautiful woman. How dare you hit that beautiful woman. Don't you dare do it.
Seth DeLay stopped to think about it, and it gave Anthony Henry time to strike.
Anthony Henry, the gentleman, moves Miss Rachael out of the way to protect her from that top of that garbage can.
Well, wait, now they're fighting out here in front of the crowd. Just try to throw Seth DeLay over the guardrail.
And we look at the white trash in the front row here. I think he's going to have a heart attack.
Anthony Henry looks like he's going to take this final bout via countout. There's no, he isn't. He's climbing the top rope. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't a no disqualification match. Dee Byers has every right.
It didn't hit him directly, but it grazed him enough that it got that leg trapped in the top. And as you know, that's I believe that's the ankle that he's been working on.
Is he trying to suffocate?
He's suffocating him. That is a clear violation of the rules.
Well, it says right on a trash bag, can cause suffocation, and that looks like what Seth DeLay was trying to do. They're fighting out on the floor. Referee Dee Byers has lost control again. Anthony Henry says, I've had enough. He's headed for the exits. Dee Byers going out after him.
I think they're going to get you a snack. It's been a while, and they noticed as well.
They're going to fight up in the bleachers.
That's a good place to fight. I've fought in those bleachers before. It's definitely not a place to fall back over the bleachers, but it's a place to be. We need to get some security over there before a fan gets involved and gets their teeth knocked out by one of these haymakers.
Well, referee Dee Byers has pretty much stopped the count, but we need to get the action back inside the squared circle.
So yeah, the question is, what happens if they get a double count out?
Well, Dee Byers hasn't started a count.
Is it going to be the 7th match in the best of 5 series?
It very well could if Dee Byers decides to throw this contest out.
You see Dee Byers' head right there? Looks like he's got an old breakdancing injury.
Miss Rachael's in the ring. She tried to hit Seth Delay with a shoe.
I'd hit him with the shoe. He deserves it. He tried to hit her with the top of a trash can lid. Don't you hit her.
Well,
you take your hand off that woman. You take your hand off that woman right now.
Well, he's got the trash bag. He has put the trash bag, is trying to put the trash bag on Miss Rachael. She can't see, she is dressed, it's a trash bag dress. Seth Delay says you've never looked better. Ducks the clothesline, hit the block. Caught the knee, it's all over. 1, 2, kick out at 2. As Miss Rachael just struggled to get out of that dress, she's been embarrassed. She may even be in tears. I can't see. She's got her back to us.
That is sick. That is sad. That's low for a man as low as Seth Delay. That is why Seth Delay is hated by the people. You don't take advantage of a helpless woman like Miss Rachael. She has a dress on. She didn't need that trash bag.
Roller. Only a 2. You hear the crowd, they are rallying behind Seth Delay. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to stick with this match. There is no time limit. We may wind up at the end of the show this week. Anthony Henry's got the shoe. Dee Byers is going to allow it. 1, 2, and 3.
Your winner of the match and the winner of the best of 5 series, the 5-Star King,